It all started with a simple break in routine. A father living alone in an HDB unit in Tampines, Singapore, suddenly stopped sending his usual good morning pictures to his family. Those cheerful morning texts were a daily assurance that everything was fine. But for 3 days the silence was loud and the unease grew. What happened? On Sunday, the 24th of November at around 2 p.m., a concerned friend of the elderly father arrived for their usual dinner and chat. What he found instead was a tragedy. The 62-year-old man had passed away inside his home at 499C Tampines Avenue 9, alone. The police were alerted immediately, and witnesses described the scene as several police cars and ambulances arrived swiftly. It turns out this man, who previously suffered a stroke, had left his door unlocked, a precautionary measure in case of emergencies, knowing his health was fragile. Despite this preparation, no one was able to reach him in time. His son, who usually visited on weekends, had intended to check in on him that very Sunday, but the news reached him before he could make it. Can you imagine the heartbreak? Just a few hours of difference might have changed everything. Neighbors recall that the elderly man used to live with his mother, who has also passed on. Despite being surrounded by a supportive community and family, his solitary life was filled with small routines, such as sending those morning pictures. The sudden stop of those texts was a cry for help that came too late. Why is it that such routines, often dismissed as mundane, hold the power to alert us to something terribly wrong? What would you have done if you were in his son's position? Share your thoughts in the comments below. At 22:30, we bring you stories like this that make us reflect on our everyday lives and the importance of keeping connections strong. Have you ever had a family member with similar routines? Does this make you want to check in on someone you love today? If you find value in these kinds of discussions, be sure to like this video, share it with others who need this reminder, and subscribe to 22:30 for more impactful news coverage. And as always, we want to hear your thoughts. What are some ways we can better care for our elderly loved ones? Drop your suggestions in the comments.